And now, here to present the Lifetime Achievement in Theater Arts Education Award, please welcome Keith Isabel, Curriculum Coordinator and Director of Theater for Red Bank Catholic High School.
20 years ago, I walked into high school at Red Bank Regional High School. Little guy, big school. I remember walking into theater class for the first time. As soon as I opened the doors to the theater, there he was, sitting on a huge stage, glasses in hand, Shakespeare's complete works in the other, that huge white tuft of hair, and a Mark Twain mustache. The students who were drama majors, because I took it as an elective because I thought it wasn't cool to be a theater major. The theater majors in the class before me were gathering their things and they were begging Joe, please don't make me go to my next class. Let me stay, let me take the elective class. And I thought that was weird. Students wanting to stay and learn more, take another class, listen to another lecture. Joe taught me many things. Theater, yeah. Acting, sure. Shakespeare, oh yeah. Tons of Shakespeare. But that's not all Joe was teaching. Joe was teaching truth. He was teaching honesty. Truth about the character. Truth about the presence on stage. Honesty while you're up there with your scene partners. Truth about yourself. Honesty with other people. After I graduated high school was a hard time for me socially, personally, academically. I never wanted to set foot back in that school. The only thing I liked about it was theater class. The only thing that I was good at was theater class. The only thing I wanted to be good at was theater because I wanted to make Joe proud. It took me 9 years to finally revisit Red Bank Regional High School. 9 years after I graduated. It wasn't until I was standing in front of my own theater class, teaching boppity boppity bop, Prince of Paris has lost his hat, that I said, enough's enough. I need to go repay the man a visit. And so I walked into the school, I opened the doors to the theater, and there he was, sitting on the stage, glasses in one hand, Shakespeare's complete works in the other, that huge white tuft of hair, still intact. Now it was a goatee, it was no longer a mustache. And his eyes came up and he saw me and the grin widened on his face and he embraced me and he took a step back, looked me up and down and he said, "You've become more yourself." And Joe doesn't realize this, but that quite possibly is the best thing that anyone has ever said to me in my entire life. It is the best compliment I've ever been paid. You've become more yourself. And that's the gift he's been giving hundreds of students over his time at Red Bank Regional High School. That gift, that freedom, the freedom to feel vulnerable, the knowing that there's support, the knowing that coming on stage and bearing yourself is cool. Our relationship after that went from teacher to student, to colleagues, to friends. Joe and I were sitting at a restaurant. Sitting at the bar, a cook came out of the kitchen, saw Joe and I, and he ran over, and he said to Joe, "You probably don't remember me, but I used to cut class and hang out with my friends in your class all the time. And you taught me to go after my dreams, and that's what I'm doing." And Joe said, "Of course I remember you," because Joe remembers everybody, everyone. But today, I can only hope that I am half the human being that Joe Russo is in the classroom. I can only hope that I give half of the gift that he's given me, that he's given hundreds of students over his time at Red Bank Regional. I can only hope that when I'm in front of my class feels that same freedom, that same trust, that same truth, that same honesty, that same feeling of family, like you can belong. That these are people who will be here for you, not just today, not just for your 4 years, but for the rest of your life, they will be here for you. If I can do that, then I feel that I've made Joe proud of me. But I know that he's proud of me. I know what he would say. He would say, I just want you to be you. And that's the gift that he's been giving his students for years. The gift feeling all right to just be you. And then that's all right. And the more you can learn to become more of yourself, and Joe's happy. Please help me in welcoming and honoring a man who, if you ask why he's receiving this award, he will tell you, it's because I'm not dead yet. He said that. Please help me welcoming and honoring a great, great man. Joe, you're going to leave a huge home community. My teacher, my mentor, my friend.
I'm not going to keep you long. I just want to tell you that you are all wonderful. This is a great family you've got here. You're all theater people. Act like it. Be with one another. Everybody who's nominated, everybody who's here, this is a great place to be. This theater has seen great artists. I've been coming to this theater since 1952. I worked here, and then I ended up at Red Bank Regional for 32 years. I want to thank my wife and my colleagues, all sitting down there in the front row, Claudia and Carl and Brennan. Most of all, I want to thank my students, because they're the ones that still make me so proud to see them grow, to see their families. I've had children of children. I'm almost got to grandchildren here. But I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank Yvonne and Adam and everybody who was responsible for this. And all of my crew that's still here in the theater. I know they're all working tonight. I want to thank you all. Keep doing theater. I've been doing it since I was as old as you guys, and I'm still doing it. I'm still having a wonderful time. Keep having a great time.